Yes, people, what's going on? We're back. Listen, we're back with another W, man. Hey, because at one point today, I can't lie, when Hudson-Odoi got that dagger, when Chels got that dagger, I was thinking, yo, I'm back to talking about the same problems again. You know what I mean? You lot, don't let me down. Don't let me down. You know what I'm saying? And for me, today was definitely a game of two halves. Props to Poch, because those subs definitely helped us to go on and obviously win the game, and we'll chop it up. We'll speak about it in more detail. But listen, first of all, people, make sure that you're smashing up the lights. Make sure that you're subscribing to the channel. Listen, road to 1K, like I've said, we're nearly there. Hopefully the next video that I release, would have been there by then. You know what I'm saying? But love for the support every time. But listen, for me, I said before the game, this is not going to be an easy game. Nottingham Forest away at the minute, with them fighting for their life. They're yet to, have safety. I think they're in a good position to get safety, but it's still not done yet. You know what I'm saying? Anything can still happen in the final few games. So it's not going to be an easy game away. And their fans are going to come out here rocking. And that's exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? First few minutes, they were onto us. They were pressuring us. They were pressing us. They weren't allowing us to build from the back. Chalobah on that right-hand side was looking uncomfortable. You know what I mean? He was looking uncomfortable because obviously he's not a right back. And in build-up, when you're playing him the ball and you've got Hudson-Odoi running at you and you're a centre-back at right back, you're going to be uncomfortable. Do you know what I mean? And it was very clear from the first few seconds. I was looking at him thinking, yo, we're going to have to make that gusto change as soon as possible. And we'll speak about the subs because that's something that Poch did quite early. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I could see that these men were not coming here to just sit back and let us have the ball. They actually wanted to try and play some football. Do you know what I mean? But to be fair, the defending was quite good. When they were pressuring us and trying to make stuff happen, we just kept dealing with it. And was trying to get our foot on the ball. You know what I mean? I think Cucurella inverted today. He didn't really boss the midfield as much as what I've seen in the past few games, to be fair. But it wasn't just on him, because Caicedo, he kept getting on the ball and he kept losing it in certain parts. Gallagher, I didn't really see him involved in the ball as much today, And again, Palmer, he was the only one really in that midfield in that first half that was, sort of trying to make things happen. You know what I mean? And I saw him time and time again trying to progress the ball forward, trying to play it forward. And what a pass. What an assist for Mudrik's goal there. What an assist for Mudrik's goal, yeah, because the timing in that pass, yeah, the first thing that he did, he waited. He's got this thing that he does. I think they call it like pulsar, whatever they call it, yeah, where he just kind of waits. He buys his time. He see Mudrik making the run. Boom. Perfect pass. And that's the type of pass that an attacker wants, because it's inviting them to take that first touch like what Mudrik did and just slotting it away. Perfect pass. Do you know what I mean? It's very difficult as an attacker to miss when you're getting fed like that. And that's the thing I've been saying about Cole Palmer. The chances that he creates for attackers are spot on. And if we had a striker this season, a proper one, not Jackson missing like he did in the first half a few times, then he would even have more assists. You know what I mean? Because at the minute, he's sitting on 40 GA. He's sitting on more than 10 goals and 10 assists. You know what I'm saying? Sitting there only with Drogba and Lampard. Third player in Chelsea's history to do that. You know what I mean? Putting up serious numbers. And Mudryk, again, another goal. I think overall in the game, it wasn't as involved as much, to be fair. Like, I think Forest actually had the ball in parts. And every time we was getting the ball, we just kept losing it. And Cole Palmer kept trying to find Jackson. That's one thing he kept trying to do in the first half, which was good. And Jackson on the ball was poor, man. He kept getting the ball. He was struggling to link up. There was a part where Mudryk had space on the left-hand side. He decides not to pass it to him. And I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, bro, just release the ball in that situation. Do you know what I'm saying? Just release it quickly. And then you crash the box like what Cole Palmer does. And you might get yourself a goal. You might get yourself an assist, something, making yourself a nuisance. But today, in that first half, very sloppy on the ball. Do you know what I mean? Madueke wasn't really getting involved in the game. But again, it wasn't really on him, because I'm seeing him making the movement on the pitch to try and get the ball. But we just kept losing it in the midfield when we wasn't really building up well, And like I said, I'm looking at him thinking, yo, it's very clear what needs to be done in the second half. And then, yeah, they get a set piece from Badiashile. Badiashile, I don't think this guy understands what a foul is. I've seen him on a few occasions now where he fouls someone and he'll try and complain. And I'm looking at it, even today, I'm thinking, bro, that's an unnecessary foul there. Like, the shape's good, everyone's got back. Just let him run off and then let the next man try and win the ball back. But you want to give it away in a dangerous area, knowing you already know that we're not good on set pieces, and you're giving away silly fouls. And again, surprise, surprise, we get caught out on a set piece and it's 1-1. You know what I'm saying? It's annoying. It was annoying. I was looking at it, I was annoyed, but I said, listen, there's still time in the game. We can definitely come back, but it's just unnecessary again, where we're trying to throw away points. Like I said to you earlier on in the season, we don't like winning games. And that was another example there. Poor foul from Badia Shield. Do you know what I'm saying? But again, you know, going into the second half, like I said, you know, it was the same sort of thing in the first few minutes. Like the quality wasn't good. Madueke, he just wasn't really looking confident today. He wasn't looking on it. Mudryk had an opportunity there where we broke through, and he played a pass to Madueke, and it kind of just went behind him. It was a shit pass. You know what I'm saying? Caicedo was just, again, poor in the first few seconds. So I'm thinking, yo, please make these changes happen ASAP. ASAP. And listen, God answered my prayers today. Because what he did, he went and brought on Nkuku, and he brought on Gusto in the 54th minute. And I'm thinking, yes, this guy's thinking like how I'm thinking today. Do you know what I'm saying? He's thinking like how I'm thinking, because I'm looking at Chalobah, and he's not really doing much on that side. And I'm looking at Badia Shield. He's not really doing much today either. You know, we can shift and go back to that pairing that we had before with Chalobah and Silva, and obviously bring Gusto on. And straight away you could see when that happened that we was attacking more on that right hand side. Jackson moved onto the right hand side. He was attacking quite a bit. You know, trying to make things happen. Was looking a little bit more dangerous. Was pushing Forest back a little bit more. You know what I mean? But again, that final ball, we just wasn't finding that quality. I think Palmer in the second half, first few minutes, he was struggling a little bit. His touch was a little bit off. But he was trying to make things happen, but it could have been a little bit tidier. I saw Nkuku getting in between the lines, trying to make things happen as well, which was good to see. But it felt like was actually going to score. Do you know what I'm saying? Then out of nowhere, you know, we've hit the post now from a corner as well. Silva's hit the post. You know, out of nowhere, Hudson-Odoi. Yeah, let me not even say out of nowhere, because just shortly before that, he was giving us warnings. He was saying to you, listen, don't let me cut in on my right, bro. Like, listen, Gusto, did you not watch me in the academy? Like, what I was doing to guys in the final and that FA Youth Cup and that, like, you know what I'm saying? Did you not see the finesse shots I was scoring, the R1 circles I was banging in week after week? You know what I'm saying? And I told my boys from day one, I said, listen, Hudson-Odoi, this guy is a goal machine, because he was banging in goals in the academy. Banging in goals. And before he got injured, he was actually playing well in the first team. He was creating a lot of chances for us, even though he was playing out of position as well. Later on, he got moved to right wing back. You know what I'm saying? He was creating a lot of chances for us. But unfortunately, it didn't work out for him. You know, but again, another player that's come back now after getting sold. Havertz was one of them. And then now we've got Hudson-Odoi scoring an amazing goal. Brilliant goal. You know, I could see that goal happening before it even went in. You know what I mean? Because he that's his bag. He likes to finesse shot. He's got really good finishing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at him thinking, yo, come on. But at that point, listen, there was still enough time. And he made more changes, you know. He brought on Sterling. He brought on Reece James. I'm looking at him thinking, yo, what's this guy doing at the minute? So then obviously Mudryk's come off now. I think he done enough. He scored his goal. He wasn't really getting involved. Now it was time for a little bit of experience. Because for me, I don't mind Sterling off the bench. I think when Sterling starts, he hasn't been good. Do you know what I'm saying? But off the bench, you know, against tired legs, that's what he can do. You know, really, really good finish from him, putting it in the corner. And he scored a couple goals like that this season as well. And he scored quite a lot of goals like that at Man City as well. So that was really nice to see from Sterling, because, again, I don't hate the guy, but for me, it's time to move him on. But, you know, if you're going to come off the bench and contribute, and if you're going to start games playing like this, then if you start, no problems. Do you know what I mean? No problems. But it was good from him today, because, like I said, it wasn't grenade football, you know. But then Reece James, yeah? Reece James, this guy. I'm seeing Gusto and Caicedo just playing it between each other. Caicedo just finds Reece James on that side in space. And that's what Caicedo does as well. He likes to get the pass before the pass. But if you're not watching games properly, you're not going to see that. And he's been doing that all season, but obviously rivals don't watch that. They only look at GNA and they think that he didn't do anything. Caicedo's been flop. Caicedo's been doing that a lot this season, where he plays the pass before the pass. And then Reece James, no hesitation whatsoever, just finding Jackson perfect. There's no one there that's going to miss, because Jackson, we know he's not good with his head. Perfect cross for him. Do you know what I'm saying? And straight away there, it's 3-2 now. You know? And that's what I'm saying about Reece James. That's why I've got some more time in me at the minute. I'm praying to God that this surgery will keep him fit. Because honestly, this guy he ups the level in the team. The dynamic's completely different in the team. I love Gusto, and we haven't missed Reece James as much, because Gusto brings something different on the ball, and how he's been playing has been really good. He's been one of our better players with Palmer this season. But there's been so many games where he hesitates before he whips the ball in. But Reece James, he just does it. You know what I'm saying? He'll see the pass, he'll see the whip, he'll just whip it. You know? And it's no surprise they got an assist, because Forest were quite wide open in the end. You know what I'm saying? So brilliant from him, man. Brilliant from him. And I hope, you know, we'll just bleed him in a little bit more. And I hope he has a good preseason, man, because he's going to be key for us next year. And he would have been key for us if he stayed fit this season, because apart from like the Newcastle game, he's been good this season every time he's played. Obviously, we've barely seen him, but he's actually been good in the games he's played. Do you know what I'm saying? But listen, like I said, I'll take that W in it, because now that puts us 3 points ahead of Man United. Obviously, they play in Arsenal tomorrow, which is not going to be an easy game for them. Do you know what I'm saying? And like I said, our goal difference at the minute is clearing them. So I'm not worried about that in it. Do you know what I mean? So it gives us a little bit more of a gap. Newcastle, we're level on points with Newcastle at the moment as well. And obviously the problem there is our goal difference. They've got 10 more goals than us. So we need them to drop points in it at some point. You know what I'm saying? We've still got 2 more games. So let's see what can happen. You know what I'm saying? But people, listen, let me know your thoughts in the comments as always. Listen, we needed that W in it just to keep it going at the minute. You know, we've got Brighton next midweek, same day as United again. We need to make sure. You need to make sure in it. But like I said, people, make sure that you subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And love, up the Chels.